Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? What is up? Phil here, and welcome. The day is finally here. After weeks of anticipation building this up, the time is now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my big birthday bash marathon. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? I hope I find you well. I indeed am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to 12 plus hours of streaming goodness. It's going to be a lot of fun with a variety of games to be played and birthday and holiday style hijinks ensuing. I'm about to basically tell you guys all about everything going on today. Okay, first of all, thanks to everyone who's here already. Already got a pretty good attendance just for a pre-stream. We are going to get started sooner rather than later. It really depends on, contributions coming in and me doing shout-outs. That's really what extends the length of pre-streams these days. So here's the deal. It's my big birthday bash. And starting right now, I'm streaming basically for 12 straight hours. All right. Last time I did one of these a couple weeks ago, it ended up going late. I don't know how late I can go tonight. It really depends on my stamina. It depends on how, engaging the stream is. Last time around, what I found, I was playing 6 games, by the way, last time I did a marathon. And half the games worked and half the games didn't. Last time I played Sekiro, Modern Warfare Remastered, Donkey Kong Country 2, Super Mario RPG, Black Ops 4 Blackout, and I even played Street Fighter. I played Classic Street Fighter. Quite frankly, I think Sekiro, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Blackout worked well. People really enjoyed those segments of the stream. The other 3 just killed the stream. Like, no lie, people just got bored and were like, man, this stinks, okay? So what I tried to do this time was change up the marathon to basically have longer segments of the games you guys really enjoyed last time, and to have one kind of chill, calm down segment. All right, so allow me to explain what you guys can expect on stream today, gameplay-wise, and then we're going to go into, what else is going to be going on during the gameplay, okay? So, we're starting off with Sekiro. This is the game that everyone's loved watching me play over the past 2 weeks. The rage, the salt, but the fact that I am persevering and enduring and beating the incredibly challenging bosses and the like. People have really enjoyed this playthrough, okay? So I'm continuing on with that today, and it's going to end up being, in essence, it's going to end up being a very large segment of Sekiro. Let me tell you, it's going to basically be kind of like a normal streaming day, because I'm going to be playing Sekiro at least for 3 hours, if not longer, maybe 3.5 to 4 hours. So the way this is going to go is about 2 hours of Sekiro, take a break, come back and play like another 1.5 to 2 hours of Sekiro, then take a major break for me to actually get something to eat, okay? Then when I come back from that, it's going to be MLB The Show 19, and that's going to be a short segment. FYI, maybe 90 minutes, because what I want to do is calm down from the rage and everything that I know is going to happen during the course of the Sekiro segment, okay? MLB is a very chill game where I could just swing at baseballs and field some balls. I'm a first baseman currently in the game. And actually my rating, my batting average is like .403 or something, like ridiculously high. So I should be called up to the majors soon, maybe even in today's session, okay? So that's really the only reason that I'm playing MLB today, is to cool down from Sekiro so I'm not like full of rage. I just need to relax after a major segment of that game, okay? Then we'll probably take a break at the end of that MLB segment, a shorter one. Then we're going to be doing Modern Warfare Remastered. This is a game that I'm actually pretty good at. And when I played it over the course of March, when it was the free for PS Plus game, I dominated the leaderboards every time I played it. When I played it during the marathon 2 weeks ago, you guys really enjoyed it and thought that it was really fun to watch. So that's going to be another shorter segment. Maybe about another 90 minutes or so, depending. It all depends on how it goes. And then the closer segment for today, all right? The closer segment is going to be Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. And this was actually the big hit of the last marathon. Okay, what happened was people really enjoyed the fact that during Blackout, I become really interactive. Not only am I pretty decent at the game, meaning I'm pretty good at running and gunning and getting the drop on the people in the Battle Royale style gameplay, but also I've pretty much over the course of the 6 months I've played it, mastered interacting with you guys and being able to answer your questions and having conversations and the like. So people really enjoyed that segment, and actually a lot of people wanted it to be longer, but already the stream was ending, okay? So what I'm basically doing is I'm leaving enough time for Sekiro and then for Blackout to be the longer segments of the show, and then having breaks in between, which I need for, just be honest. I got to get up, got to walk around, got to use the restroom. I'm going to have one major meal break because I'm going to probably be starving. And it's going to be a fun day. It is. Now, if we have time and if people really want me to, I will end the marathon just like I did the last one, where I'll do a segment where I just talk with all of you. Okay? And, that could go for as long as we need be, depending on time permitting, okay? Because if I play Sekiro for like 4 hours, and then those other games for like around 3 to 4 hours, and then, Blackout for about 3 or so hours, maybe I'll have a little bit of time at the end of the stream for a, what do you call it? Like kind of Q&A, open, just kind of talking segment, all right? Now, a few things going on during today's Big Birthday Bash Marathon I want to explain up front. I'm explaining to all of you who are here now early, please explain this to everyone coming later because I'm sure they're going to be asking questions, okay? First of all, yes, one of the primary reasons I'm doing this is fundraising via tips to help to basically take care of my tax situation, all right? The situation is thus. I need to raise a certain amount of money in a very short amount of time in order to basically qualify for a payment plan so that I don't get screwed over by back taxes, all right? And in reality, I waited until this morning to set up the goals and everything. Reason being, I spoke with my tax guy this morning. I wanted a concrete answer on stuff. And what you see on your screen right now at the bottom of your screen is a tips bar that is based on what my tax guy told me. He basically said, if you can raise this much money, all right, you will be good to go. You will qualify for the tax plan, and, you'll be set for the year. Okay, now here's the thing. If I don't raise this much today, is it the end of the world? No. No matter what I raise today, it's good. Because no matter what I raise, it goes towards the taxes and are going to help. But if I can raise this much, okay, this is going to basically qualify me for the tax plan that will pay off these back taxes slowly. And it's the best situation possible. All right, if I raise more than this, that's even better. That means I have some surplus now to help pay the tax payments that I'm going to have to pay over the course of a few months. But in reality, do I expect to raise $5,000 in tips today? No. It would be amazing. It would be kind of like, wow, take a big weight off of my shoulders if I did. I would be able to go to Connecticut to spend time with my parents this week and not have it constantly nagging me in the back of my head that when I come home, I'm going to have to deal with this giant fucking problem that's probably going to ruin me financially. But I'm not seriously expecting, to raise that. I'm just not. It would basically blow me away if I were to raise that much money in one day. But as you can see, we have the tips bar at the bottom of the screen. This is going to continue to be there over the course of today's stream. We are working towards the goal, and every little bit helps via tips. Okay, guys? Not to say that I don't appreciate other contributions. I do, but today the main and primary goal and the reason I'm doing this 12-hour streaming marathon is to raise tips towards this goal. Okay, guys? So, yes, the tip bar is automatic. Yes, it is filling up automatically. I have this set up via Streamlabs. I know, I never do stuff like this, and now it's like, oh my god, this is actually working. I got it working. Streamlabs is pretty damn good. I have to say, Streamlabs, double thumbs up compared to Muxy, which, Muxy had stuff like this, and it never really worked properly, so I never bothered with it. This is just working perfectly, okay? So, very good, okay? This is what we're working towards today. Tipping me goes towards this tips goal. If I can hit this tips goal, I am good. I'll qualify for the tax plan. I'll be okay. At least short term, everything will be good. And I'll be able to head to Connecticut not feeling nervous and not, being all fucked in the head about this whole situation. And that's why the goal is what it is. I needed to know, and I didn't know what it was going to be until I talked to my tax guy this morning and told him what I've raised already and everything. He says, all right, this is what's left. This is what you need to do. So there you go, guys. Okay. Now, this is the Big Birthday Bash, and what I would like to show you guys, hold on a second here, is what we actually got set up here in the office. If you look behind me, I decorated my office for my birthday again, just like I did last year. We got nice decorations behind me. We got birthday balloons all around the place, right? Pretty cool. And every time that a big contribution comes in, all right, I have party horns and stuff that I can play to celebrate. All right. Now, people have also said, well, if a big contribution comes in, will you dab or whatever? Sure. You know, whatever you guys want. I'm in a situation here where I just want to have a really great positive stream today. I'm incredibly grateful for anything you guys contribute. So whatever it is that you would want, you know what I mean, for a contribution, I'm happy about that. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have this kind of festive atmosphere all day long. Keep in mind, Sekiro, I'm probably gonna be super intense on the game, but yeah, I'll be taking time away from the game to thank all of you for all of your contributions. The good news is I don't have to update total tips because I have a tips bar that's going to be tracking it for me. So I actually don't have to do that today, which is great. I could just focus kind of more on the games and interaction with you guys than constantly updating a leaderboard or anything like that. Okay, pretty cool. So, yeah, the whole thing is a cool festive vibe. Decorations, party horns, big, you know, a bar to track what we're raising. And, you know, I'm feeling good. I am. I've got a really good feeling about today. I do. I've had people say that, you know, they've been waiting for this. It is, you know, my birthday is tomorrow, FYI, guys, because some people have actually asked me, will you be having a piece of birthday cake on stream? Well, maybe tomorrow, because actually Kat and I bought a very, very small birthday cake at the grocery store, because I said, you know, I loved, last year she made me this amazing chocolate and peanut butter cake, but it took me like 2 weeks to finish it, and I was like, I don't want that this year because we're not going to be here. Keep in mind, guys, starting Sunday, I'm not here anymore. I'm going to explain that in a moment. I'll explain the schedule. But yeah, we're not going to be here. We're going to be in Connecticut for a week. So what's the point of making a cake if we have a day to eat it, right? So I said, we'll just go, you know, if we're going to do something, we'll just grab something quick. We saw this really small cake. We grabbed like tiny little midget cake, itty bitty, and it's like enough for like a one piece each. So we're going to be, I may do that on stream tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, really, you know, really good vibes about today. I'm feeling very positive, very good about it. I hope you guys are as well. Again, I want to say thanks to anyone who's here just early enough and anyone who joins me over the course of today. It's much, much appreciated. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, because a lot of people watch this as a pre-stream on YouTube, you can still contribute. There's a link in the description of the video to leave a tip. That's how you can help. Obviously, it won't track on the bar here because by the time you see this video on YouTube, the marathon is over, but it will still help me, okay? Any tips that I receive are going to help me with this tax situation, okay? A few people have already said, oh, the tips bar, can't you change the colors or whatever? I've already messed around with it as much as I can in Streamlabs. This is the best I could do. I'm sure if I got other plugins and other things, the bar could look better, but I don't have that much time to mess with it. This is the best I could come up with. And it looks good in my opinion. I'm sure some games it's going to look better than others. It really depends on the color of the game, I think. So we'll see how it goes, but I think this is going to work, okay? Now, let's talk schedule-wise, because my schedule is very different coming up. Today, it's the Big Birthday Bash Marathon, starting now and going at least until 10 p.m. Pacific time, if not later. Yes, that's over 12 hours of streaming, and it should be a lot of fun. Tomorrow, on my actual birthday, April 6th, I am still streaming. And some might say, well, why did you do your Birthday Bash Marathon on Friday instead of Saturday? Well, it's very simple, guys. It's because I am on a flight early on Sunday. And because of that, I did not want to be streaming super duper late and being super tired the day before a flight when I've got to be moving around and getting to the airport and everything. That would be the last thing. Imagine if I like overslept and I missed my flight. Would not be good. So I said, I'm going to do the marathon on Friday, so that way I'll do a normal streaming day on Saturday, but I'll still be able to do the last minute stuff I need to do to prepare for this trip and not be super dead tired and then have everything screwed up on Sunday. Okay, so that's why I did it like this. But tomorrow is still a full day of streaming. Okay? So that being said, yes, tomorrow, first of all, it's going to be Apex Legends co-op. It's going to be myself, Brian, and Kekin. We have not done one of these in weeks. All right? It's already been, 2 to 3 weeks since we've done one of these streams. People really like the co-op streams, but there's been so much going on with Sekiro and everything that I haven't done one. So tomorrow I return. The boys are back in town. We're getting the band back together for a full co-op session. That's the other thing. The entire first stream will be co-op with Brian and Kekin. I've confirmed they can both be here for the entire thing. So that's going to be great, and I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are also looking forward to that. Okay? Then tomorrow night, depending on how today goes, will be more Sekiro. I don't know in a 3 to 4 hour session of Sekiro today how far I'm going to get. People are basically saying I'm entering the final area of the game, but it's incredibly difficult with some of the most crippling, difficult stuff in the whole game, including the final bosses are just like insanely tough. So if that's the case, even with 4 hours today, I don't think I'm beating the game. So maybe tomorrow night I can make like a final push effort, even though there's no guarantee, and the truth is there's no rush. I don't have to beat Sekiro before I go to Connecticut for the week, but it would be nice maybe if I like somehow wrapped it up beforehand. Okay, I guess we'll see how it goes. So I guess we shall see what happens. All right. Tomorrow should be interesting to say the least. And like I said, maybe I'll have a piece of birthday cake on stream to celebrate my actual birthday tomorrow. Okay. And then that is it. Then on Sunday, I'm out of here. I'm on my way to Connecticut. Kat and I will be flying across the country and spending, about 5 straight days with my parents doing stuff. And also I'll be spending time with Kat around Connecticut, showing her around the places I used to hang out and the places I used to work, and basically having some fun with her and getting some decompression time, because we don't get any. We seriously don't. Like, the one day a week that we get off is running around doing errands and stuff. And even though it's fun to have a day away from streaming, don't get me wrong, we never really get time to ourselves to just be with each other and have fun. Instead, it's more like, well, we have time away, now we have to do other stuff that needs to get done. And it does get very frustrating. So we are going to finally have some time to just kind of relax and spend it with the parents and go around Connecticut and doing, hopefully fun stuff. By the way, I should bring this up for those who will criticize, how is Phil going on a trip if he needs money for taxes? I'm not paying for the trip, my parents are. This is a situation where my parents are getting older, they're having health problems, they can't even fly out here to visit me anymore, and they want to see me, they want to meet Kat, obviously, who I've lived with for over a year. And the way my mom put it, which is probably the best way to put it, better that Kat and I go out there now and visit them now, all right, while my parents are not in horrendous health, so that we can have some fun together, we can talk with each other, have meals together and everything, before, maybe in a couple more years' time, something bad goes with my parents and I have to go out there for bad reasons, you know what I mean? Like someone's on their deathbed or something. Obviously, knock on wood, please don't let that happen anytime soon. But I totally agree with my mom's reasoning. Why not have this happen now rather than later? And that way, we have these nice, happy memories, to remember, versus, the first time Kat met my parents was something horrible was going on. You see what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going out there, and, I realize this is kind of bad timing because of everything going on with my taxes and everything. You know what, though? It's more important. Being very frank and honest with all of you, my parents are more important. Kat meeting my parents is more important than me being here for the next week and raising funds for taxes, even though I need to. And I may lose my house this year if I can't raise funds for taxes. I have to see my parents. And this timing was in line with their schedule and everything too. Like, my dad's work schedule and everything. I had to make sure that it was all in line. That's why I'm going this week. Okay. So it is what it is. I will not be here starting Sunday, and I will be back at the end of the week. Okay. So the way it's going to work is no new streams all week. I'm not going to be here. I can't stream. And no, as I've said many, many times already, this trip is not about me doing work. It's the opposite. It's supposed to be me unplugging from work, spending time with the parents, having Kat meet my parents, and just us having relaxation time with peace of mind away from here. And that's why, honestly, I said if I could raise a lot today via tips, it would take my mind off of all this shit and not have to be worrying constantly in the back of my mind that things are going to fall apart, right? And that's why it would be awesome. So let's see how it goes today, and hopefully this will allow me to enjoy the week and not be crazily in the back of my mind always having this thing nagging at me, right? So that's the week. Now, over the course of the week, yes, I may be taking some pictures, and I may share those on my Instagram and /Twitter, so that for those who want to maybe see a few things about the trip will know what happened and know what's going on. But for the most part, if you guys want to still, have fun with my content, my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, is always available. And there are some, 40 to 50,000 videos alone just on DSP Gaming. About 9 years of content for you to watch. Ridiculous amount of playthroughs and things on there. I would urge you, please watch this week. If, you're bored and you want to watch it, there's so many things you can watch from my past. The best way to find my stuff, if, let's say, gee, I wonder if Phil played this game. It's very simple. You just type in DSP Gaming and then the name of the game and then playthrough. Okay, that's the combination you need to use. So, DSP Gaming, Uncharted 2 playthrough. Boom. You'll get it on YouTube. But you have to use the word playthrough. If you don't, you'll never find anything. The thing is, with my gameplay over the years, I've always used the word playthrough in the description of the game. That way it's easy for people to find it, okay? So, pretty awesome. I hope you guys will check out DSP Gaming in the time that I'm not there. So much for you to watch, and I'm sure most of you have not seen most of the content on that channel, okay? Now, when I come back, okay, I'm going to be coming back on Sunday of next week. When I come back, the first thing I'm going to be doing out of the gates is a podcast, which you guys have been asking me for a long time. You've been saying, Phil, when will you do another podcast? Well, it's going to be on my return day, which is going to be April, is that the 13th? No, that would be the 14th, okay? What am I going to be doing? Well, it's going to be a podcast where I talk all about the trip. I'm going to tell you how the travel went. I'm going to tell you, what it was like to fly with Kat for the first time. I'm going to tell you about all the stuff that we did with my parents, how Kat got along with my parents' cats, the kind of stuff that Kat and I did in Connecticut, the kind of food we had, which is going to be a highlight for us, because East Coast Italian food is amazing, and we don't get that out here in Washington State, and I've missed it for the 5 years I've lived here. I've been craving East Coast Italian food, and I'll tell you about all the places we went. I'll answer questions, all right? It's going to be a great podcast coming back that Sunday, all right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to get right back into gameplay. What gameplay can you expect when I'm back? Well, during the time that I'm away, the Phoenix Wright collection will have released, and I'm going to be starting up my Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations playthrough, which is the third game in the series. If you guys didn't notice, today in the stream chat, we've got 2 new emotes. Okay? 2 new emotes. Give them a look. We've got the lean in ban emote that everyone's been asking for, the lean in manual ban emote. I've embraced the meme, and people wanted an emote for it. We've got it. We've also got a new 2-part objection emote, which is for my Phoenix Wright playthrough, which will be pretty cool. I'm sure people will be using it during the playthrough. Okay? So there you go. 2 new emotes available for subs to the channel. Very nice. I hope you guys will start using them. I'm sure today we're going to be using that lean in manual ban a lot. And, yeah. So that's pretty cool, right? So we're going to be doing that. Plus, if I didn't beat Sekiro before I left for Connecticut, I'll be continuing on with that playthrough, all right? And other stuff will be going on, including my chill playthroughs of MLB, and I'm probably going to do some Minecraft, all right? And yes, Black Ops 4 Blackout will still be in the rotation, okay? And then later on that week, there's the very first ever Cuphead DLC. It's free. And it's new bosses and new content for Cuphead, which is going to be fun. If I have time that week, and what I mean by that is if I beat Sekiro and I need something else to do, I'll be starting up Donkey Kong Country 3, but I don't want to promise that until we see how long it takes me to defeat Sekiro, okay? And by the way, I say that defeat Sekiro because I feel like it's a nemesis enemy, not just a normal game, okay? And then also in April, we're going to have games like Mortal Kombat 11, Days Gone. There's going to be a lot going on in April once I get back from my trip to Connecticut. Okay, it's going to be very busy, lots of gameplay, lots of fun stuff. So I hope you guys will not forget about me in the coming week. Seriously, please check out DSP Gaming during the downtime. That will help me. Again, anyone who's watching this on demand, if you're not here for today's marathon or whatever, you could still send a tip via the description in the video. Please do if you support me. By the way, as you guys can see, we do have a Stream Stats leaderboard up for today. So the top cheerer and top tippers of the day will get recognition. I will be manually updating that during the course of today's marathon stream. I just don't have to update top total tips, which is great, because I don't want to do a running tally. It's a nightmare to try to do the freaking math to figure it out. I'm glad I have the tips bar to just track that for me. So anyway, yeah, it's going to be a great session today. I'm very appreciative for any contributions that any of you give me. All right, anything. You know, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. However, if you absolutely want to help me the most, please tip me today. These tips are going towards the taxes. They're going to allow me to hopefully get this payment plan and qualify for it, and therefore be able to actually handle these back taxes. If I can't qualify for the payment plan, I'm basically screwed and have to sell my house this year. There's no other way around it, okay? So please, tip me if you can. There's 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, all right? That'll take you to my PayPal tips page. Or you can type !tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up a link to go to the PayPal tips page, okay? Now, a few things about tipping me, since there's a lot of misconceptions about this. First of all, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me via PayPal. A lot of people think you do. You don't. There's actually, when you click on that, there's a thing that says right there, oh, just use a debit or credit card. And you can without having a PayPal account, all right? That's number one. Number two, you could tip me anonymously. A lot of people are afraid of contributing because they say, man, what if I contribute and then someone finds out who I am online and comes after me on social media for supporting Phil, because Phil sadly has a bunch of people who stalk him and do nasty shit to him. I mean, hell, just yesterday I got a false copyright strike against DSPGaming. Just this week, people on a certain forum were talking publicly about trying to break into my house while I was not here during the week visiting my parents in Connecticut. So there's some pretty fucked up people out there on the internet, okay? I can understand your concern. The good news is you could tip me anonymously. You don't have to use your name or any personal information whatsoever, and no one publicly will know who you are, and I won't know who you are. It's completely anonymous, all right? You don't have to put your real name. If you'd like to put a name or an alias and a thank you message or a shout out, you can. But you could just be completely anonymous as well while you tip me. So please consider it, guys. It's the best way to contribute. I still appreciate cheering and subbing today, and I'm sure we're going to have cheers and subs coming in, but that's going to help me more long-term, while short-term, I really need these help with the taxes, all right? Now, all that being said, we do have a subscriber goal this month. People wanted me to do a subscriber goal, so I've set one up, as you guys can see. 600 subs. We can hit 600 subs at any point during the month of April. I'm going to do a first ever viewer's choice event. This means that the common viewer, not just a patron or someone in a special group, everyone who watches my content will be able to nominate and vote on games, all right? And these are going to be a game that eventually is going to become a full playthrough on stream and on YouTube, all right? So please, consider subbing this month. What do you get for subscribing to the channel? You get access to all of my emotes, including all of the most recent ones, the 2-part dab emote, the lean in band, the objection emote, and all the new emotes. I mean, I've added like 20 of them, seriously, over the last few months. So that's a pretty good reason to sub. Also, you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter, and you don't have to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks. So please consider being a sub if you are not yet. Okay, subscribing to the channel is good stuff. All right, guys, that's really it. What I want to do now is shout-outs. I want to give shout-outs to those who have already been supportive, already got the ball rolling with today's, marathon events. And then we're going to jump into Sekiro. Like I said, it's going to be like a 4-hour stream of Sekiro, where I'll probably play for 2 hours like normal, take a 20-minute break or so, and then get right back into it. And, and then after that, then we move on to other stuff, which I'm going to need. I know I'm going to need a freaking relaxation break after Sekiro, and I'll probably get some food or whatever, and then we go to MLB, which is going to be much more interactive and chill. MLB, we're going to have tons of time to just talk and hang out. And then after that, we're going to have some fun with Modern Warfare Remastered. That's always a great time because I'm really good at the game. And then after that, we're going to be doing Blackout, which is very interactive as well, and I love the Battle Royale stuff. So, all right, guys. Are we ready? Okay, let's get started with shout-outs, shall we? All right. So, let's go all the way down here. We start off today with actually Golden Colts did an overnight cheer. He said, good luck with the marathon. Give him the thumb. And that's the thumbs up emote. Thank you very much. T-Dubs did a 100-bit cheer. He says, I saw your tweet about Kiwi Farms. I decided to look into it. I found it very disturbing without stating the obvious. What's wrong with it? I find it very unhealthy to participate in. By overanalyzing someone else, you might become less self-aware. For example, posting about break-ins and not actually thinking that there could actually be concrete repercussions about this, and the trouble that they could bring into your own personal life. Just stay positive, Phil, and have fun on stream. Just do you. That is all I'm trying to do, man. You're absolutely right. What it is, a bunch of very irresponsible people. You would hope they'd be kids, but sadly, a lot of them are adults. and they do stuff that's very irresponsible and could lead to very concrete and painful repercussions for me, and they don't care. They quite frankly just don't care. They have no moral compass. They have no conscience. They don't feel badly that something could possibly happen because they're talking publicly about committing crimes. And that's fucked up. It is. You have to be a messed up person to do that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. You know, I've taken preparations. My neighbors are aware that I'm not going to be here. There's a security system with security cameras and an alarm in place that notifies the police. I've got a house sitter coming by once a day to check on the house. So I've done everything I could possibly do to take precautions, and hopefully things go well and we don't get any stupid shit going on while we're gone. Okay? All right. Cliffy Bureau. Subscribe to the channel for 4 months. Says, happy birthday, my dude. Thank you very much, Cliffy Bureau. All right, then Golden Colts did a 95-bit cheer, and I was going to put him up as the top cheerer of the day, but actually someone had just cheered right after him who was a little bit bigger, so I'm not going to do that yet, but thank you very much, Golden Colts, for that cheer. Rob tipped me $30. And Rob says, I have a few cold ones on me tomorrow. Bro, you're a true inspiration to me, and that you put 2 fingers up to adversity on an almost daily basis. Be assured I will always have your back. Oh, yeah, I should give all of you guys an update before. I totally forgot about this. So yesterday, DSPGaming received a completely false copyright strike. Yeah. I got a copyright strike of all things against the Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove playthrough that I did in early March. Supposedly from Cody Wright, the person who did the music for the game. I immediately looked into this and found out that Cody Wright is not even really an internet-savvy guy who barely uses social media. He has a Facebook he never posts to. He doesn't even have a Twitter account. So I contacted the official Toe Jam and Earl Twitter account, and they said they contacted Cody Wright and said that was not him at all. It's not them. It's completely bogus. And to tell YouTube about it. So I did. I contacted YouTube overnight via their creator support email and said, this is a bogus copyright strike. Your copyright system once again has failed miserably to identify a true copyright issue, and I want this removed immediately. Now, I don't know if YouTube will do that or not. They might just drag their freaking feet and not reverse it. But the good news is it'll be removed within 2 weeks anyway. And also, it doesn't have any negative repercussions against DSPGaming. It's just sad that in this day and age of 2019, YouTube's copyright system is still so fucking broken that one of these false reports got through the cracks, and someone who was very inept at their job at YouTube did not do due diligence to confirm the identity of the person and instead just greenlit it and gave me a copyright strike that was completely false. So hopefully that will be cleared up soon. And thanks to the people, there were a couple people on the internet here on Twitter who were trying to help me to find Cody's contact info and stuff, and I appreciate that. Looks like it will be cleared up, and it was just bullshit as usual. As usual. I haven't received one legit copyright strike in my entire run on YouTube when I started in 2008, 11 years. Not once have I received a legitimate copyright strike from anybody. They've always been bogus strikes. So you tell me how YouTube's copyright system is effective and good when in reality it's a piece of garbage, okay? All that being said, thank you, Rob, for the $30 tip. You are obviously the top tipper of the day so far, so let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. And already I'm regretting having a balloon to my left here because it's hindering my typing on the keyboard. So maybe I'll have to move this balloon that's to the left of me here. I'll show you. I got this birthday balloon right here to the left. Normally I would have like pillows and stuff, but I removed them today because I want to have like birthday balloons and stuff. And I have a balloon right here, and it's like, oh, I'm trying to get over it to go to the keyboard. So, but, well, maybe I could like tape it, and you won't be able to see it. I was going to think like maybe I could tape it on the wall or something. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure this out. All right, anyway, continuing on. So thank you to Rob. Arcade USA did a 149-bit cheer. He says, I'm actually looking forward to MLB. I'm really feeling the baseball fandom this year. The Mariners are currently the hottest team in baseball. Happy early birthday, Phil. Yeah, if you guys aren't aware, the local team out here, the Seattle Mariners, is actually doing the best of any team in baseball. I think they're like 7-1 or something. So they're on like a hot streak, and they're like dominating all the teams they're playing. So it's funny because I just started playing MLB, and I said I want to eventually be drafted to the Mariners, and the Mariners are the best team in baseball right now, which is just kind of a funny coincidence. So, okay, thank you, Aircade, for the cheer. Let's get you up on the leaderboard here. That's 149 bits. Thank you, the top cheer of the day so far. JMF SO, tip me $1. Thank you very much, JMFSO. A troll tipped me $2. Thank you, troll, for the $2 tip. Stinkin' Burrows tipped me $5. Says, what do you think of FromSoft getting pressure to add an easy mode to Sekiro? Does it bother you or is it fine? I actually addressed this the other day during one of my blackout streams, but I'll answer it here. In any other situation, I might actually disagree with the addition of an easy mode. However, I think for Sekiro, we may need to make an exception, and here's why. Even though a lot of us are hardcore fans of FromSoft and we play every FromSoft game, not everyone's like that. And what you don't realize is the last game that FromSoft released was Dark Souls 3. That was in 2016. Dark Souls 3 was the easiest game FromSoft had ever released. Through the use of effective builds and summoning, even someone who wasn't very good at Dark Souls could beat Dark Souls 3. Okay? Even someone who hadn't played all the other games and mastered everything, you could still play and beat and enjoy Dark Souls 3. So from an outsider who maybe doesn't follow all gaming news, and you really liked Dark Souls 3, and you were like, man, I would love to play the next game from Software, then you buy Sekiro, oh my god, there's no summoning, the game's incredibly, cripplingly, cruelingly difficult, there's no easy mode, you know, there's probably a significant amount of players, in fact, I would almost go as far to say probably about 20% of the people who bought Sekiro have no hope of ever beating it. Because they just thought, oh, it's the next game from FromSoft, I'll just casually buy it because I really like Dark Souls 3, and now they can't even get past, like, the first couple hours of gameplay, alright? So in this case, I would say I do feel Sekiro warrants an easy mode. I don't think that From Software should rush to patch it in. I think that as long as they eventually release an easy mode, that would be nice. Now, what would the easy mode entail? I say two things. Number one, make it so that parrying is way easier. And number two, make it so that you don't die within a hit. Okay? Make it more like a standard action adventure game. You can survive 5, 6, 7 hits. And the parrying system is much easier. Now it becomes much more viable for more people. Okay? But I know there's people who are part of the hardcore From Software crowd. They're like, this is ridiculous. We shouldn't make every game dumbed down for every person. In reality, I agree with you. And there should be games that are meant to be difficult just for the sake of being difficult, and that's fine. But I actually think in this case, because From Software literally went from a game that was really easy to a game that's insanely difficult, and maybe a lot of people did not realize that because they don't follow gaming news like a lot of us do. They ran out and bought the game, and now they can't play it, and they're very disappointed. They wasted $60. They're stuck, right? So this is a case where I do think it would be appreciated and warranted. They don't have to do it. I'm not putting them the gun to their head or putting them over the barrel and saying they have to do it, but I think it would be very much appreciated from their customer base if they did it. Okay? So there you go. All right, shout out to Dan, who tipped me $1 and said, happy birthday, Phil, hoping for 37 bottle crunches to celebrate. If I drank 37 bottles of water today, I'd probably die. There actually is a thing known as water poisoning. Someone once actually died from drinking like 3 gallons of water in like an hour. So I'm not going to be doing that. Plus, I don't think you guys want me in the bathroom every 5 minutes. But maybe there will be a few bottle crunches. We'll see. All right, shout out to Cypher710, who has subscribed for 3 months and says, you rock, Phil. Thank you very much, Cypher, for the 3 months of support. The Saurus Boy did a 200-bit cheer. This makes him the top cheer of the day so far. And he says, cool poop yum. What? Great. What a great thing to say. Anyway, thanks for the cheer. What the fuck? Thanks for the cheer. I don't know what you do in your free time, but thanks for the support. Hoodrick did a 100-bit cheer. Excuse me, I screwed it up. I think it's Hoodrich, but it could be Hoodrick. I don't know how to pronounce it. How old are you turning DSP? About 58 years old. So, no, I think I'm turning 37. I say I think because that's what Kat tells me. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I seriously don't. Like, if I weren't, like, going away this week and everything, like, I probably wouldn't even remember that this was my birthday. So, I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'm turning 37. Android Cheers says, you have a house sitter coming daily. Is it because you have a cat? No, it's not. At all. Quite frankly, the reason we have a house sitter coming by is because we're nervous. Because we have so many people who fuck with us that we are nervous that someone is so dumb that they would actually break into our private community, which, by the way, just by stepping foot on our street without permission is illegal and is a crime that you could get arrested for. But we're afraid that some asshole is going to try to do something, you know? And even with all the things that we have in place, we're still nervous. So we want someone coming by every day to check on the house. So that way, if something goes wrong, they can call the police and get it taken care of, rather than we come back after a week away and find that the place is burnt down or something, you know? That's why we're doing it. So, there you go. An anonymous cheerer at 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much to the anonymous cheerer. I appreciate that. Mr. Papavera did a 500-bit cheer and said, happy birthday, Phil. Thank you very much, Mr. Papavera. You are the top cheerer of the day. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. Thank you there. Big Benj tipped me $10. Says, happy birthday, Phil. Please give my regards to the IRS. Oh, I definitely will, Big Benj. Thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. Goldie Bluzko gifted a sub to Plazat 5. It's the 8th month. So Plazat 5 actually has been a sub for 8 months now. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Thank you, Goldie Bluzko, for the gifted sub, and enjoy Plazat 5. June Wind tipped me $5. Said, happy birthday, Phil. Thank you, June Wind, very much for the $5 tip. I appreciate that. Mr. Papavera did another 100-bit cheer. He said, I forgot to use this emote. There was a birthday emote. Oh, wow, that's cool. Thank you for the birthday emote. Sluggo Jones did a 250-bit cheer. He said, Cody Wright, more like Cody Wrong. Am I right? La 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 la. Well, Cody Wright actually is a very good musician. Like, the music in Toe Jam and Earl is really good. And he's a professional musician. He has a website. He does gigs. He's done the soundtracks for various things. He's a good guy. And that's why I'm like, there's no way he would manually come and claim a fucking video on YouTube, a gameplay video with like 1,000 views on it. This is stupidity. So there you go. Okay. Vote Democrat did a 50-bit cheers. And what was the one legit copyright strike? There was none. There was never a legit copyright strike against DSPGaming ever. The only copyright strikes I did get that were legit were over on my vlogging channel for when I went to WrestleMania in 2012 and I filmed some matches. WWE hit me with copyright strikes for those and took those down. They apparently didn't want their matches getting out there. But outside of that, I never got a legit copyright strike against DSPGaming ever. Every single copyright strike I ever got was cleared up. Because they were all fake. They were all either erroneous. Like, for example, remember when Sega gave me one for Persona 5? That was bullshit. That got cleared up. And they were all people impersonating other people and doing it falsely. And again, YouTube's copyright system is so fucking stupid that every once in a while, one of them slips through the cracks. All right, shout out to No Scope Cerno, who has subscribed for 7 months in a row. It says, From Software Masterpiece King's Field. I never played King's Field. I've heard about it, but I've never played it. Yeah, and didn't From Software also do a mech game at one point? And we also know they did the Tenchu series, and a lot of people hypothesized that Sekiro probably started off as a Tenchu game until they finally decided they just wanted it to be something different, and then they changed it up, right? So, all right, continuing on. Hector 4317 took me $7.66. I'm assuming he probably did it in another currency and he converted it. And he says, happy early birthday. All right, thank you very much, Hector, for the support. Judicious Echoes did a 200-bit cheers. Any plans on playing From Software's Deracine VR game that came out last year? No. Or some of their older titles like Otogi? No. I never even heard of Otogi. So, all right, continuing on. Orcs Are Dorks did a 100-bit cheer and says, happy birthday, DSP. Thank you very much, Orcs Are Dorks. Insomniatic Meat did a $1 tip. He says, happy birthday, dude. I agree that you should take advantage and go see your parents while you still can. My parents health deteriorated quick with high blood pressure and luckily surviving cancer. It's always good to see them while they're still here. That's right. And like I said, my parents are getting older. They do have some health problems. Is it like, oh my God, that's it? They're going to die tomorrow? No. But got to take advantage now while I can before we get to a situation like that. Like, how horrible would it be at Cats meeting my parents for the first time when they're on their deathbed? That'd be terrible. We want to have some nice memories together now before we get to that level. Okay, so. Guts for Garters did a 50-bit cheer. He says, Dark Souls 3 is easy. How many attempts did Gundare take you? Not hating. I'm just saying I'm pretty good that you died more on Dark Souls 3 than you have in Sekiro. Hate using this term, but they could just get good like the rest of us and stop whining about no easy mode. Guts for Garters, I have something I need to tell you. All right, I do. I have something very important I need to tell you. I'm not good at these games. I don't know if you do this yet. I'm not great at these games. I'm not a high-level gamer at all. The only games I can really play at a high level typically are old school Street Fighter, and every once in a while, I can play some FPS games at a decent level. I'm not great at these games. Alright? Most people know that, apparently you don't. I mean, the reason in Dark Souls 3 I died so much is because I fucking suck. You know, that boss, Gundyr or whatever, there are two ways to beat him easily. Number one, have a really good build, which I didn't understand when I was playing the game for the first time. I didn't know what the good builds were. Or number two, parry him, which I've never done in Dark Souls intentionally. I've never, on command, parried a damn thing in Dark Souls. So the two ways you cripple the boss, I couldn't do. If you actually went back and watched my second run of Dark Souls 3 last year, I completely destroyed him. I wrecked him because I had a good build, and I just look at the damage output I was doing to him. I was completely demolishing him. Okay, so night and day between the first and second runs, just with a little bit of knowledge, okay? Dark Souls 3 in general is the easiest of all the Dark Souls games because, number one, if you have the right build, you're overpowered, and there's a lot of builds that are really good in that game, by the way. And number two, summoning. You can summon on every boss. The reason I couldn't beat Gundyr is because I didn't summon. If I had summoned, I probably would have beat him quickly. So there you go. Okay. Number one DSP fan, tipped me $1. Says, looking back at the internet as it was in the late 90s, early new millennium with AOL and so on, what do you think about how the internet has evolved? I mean, the way I compare it is kind of the way I compare the last 10 years of my life. Who would have thought in the late 90s when there was no texting, nothing was on your phone, everything was over this slow-ass dial-up phone-based internet where you were using instant messenger over AOL and all this shit? Who would have thought that it would have evolved into what we do today? Crazy full online communications, monstrously multiplayer games, downloading movies and video instantly over the internet when back then you had to wait 35 minutes to download a single picture. You know what I mean? Wow. But then I compare that with like when I started on YouTube just making silly little videos with a shitty camera versus then going full HD, then doing direct capture, then doing live streaming, and now being a full-time streamer like I am. Just look in 10 years how things have changed with what I do and the nature of what I do. Things are going crazy. Seriously, in reality, things are just going crazy nuts here with everything, with technology and advancement of everything. You know what I mean? So it's impossible to predict, and it's impossible to really have kind of a future view of this stuff. It's just that wild. So, all right. Hank Duma has tipped me $37.34. He said he did this to make it an even $100 at the time. So thank you very much, Hank. And in reality, you are the top tipper of the day. Let's get you up on the leaderboard, Hank. You have now beaten Rob for the top tip spot. And I'm just going to say $37 rather than the change there, because I'm sure if someone wants to beat you, they'll do 38 or higher, okay? Thank you very much, Hank. By the way, as you can see, guys, the tips bar is working very well. It's tracking things very well today, so that's great. Sluggo Jones did a 1,000-bit cheer. He's just downing those kickstarts with my feet up, boys. Birthday bash hype. Let's get this filled. Good luck today. I'll be here all day for the positive vibes. Let the gaming begin, dudes. Thank you, Sluggo Jones. You're the current top cheerer of the day. Let's get you up here on the leaderboard, Sluggo. That is 1,000 bits. Thank you very much, Sluggo, for the bits. Black Mage C-Type did a 50-bit cheer. He says, happy birthday, Phil. I wish I could give you more bits, but Twitch never gives me ads anymore, so this is all that I've got. No problem, Black Mage C-Type. I appreciate anything. Thank you very much for the cheer. Coagulopath tipped me $10. Says, can't stay and watch, but I hope you have a good day, man. Thank you, Coagulopath. Keep in mind, if you can't be here for the marathon today, I record all of this, and I upload it to DSPGaming immediately following. I know it's going to be a lot of gameplay, but I'm not here this week. So this is a perfect opportunity to get caught up on all this gameplay. If you can't be here for the whole stream, you can watch it over the course of this week. And all the stuff I've done on DSPGaming over the years, you can get caught up on while I'm not here. Okay? Android cheered. He says, there's a clip of you saying, at any time I can pick up a controller and play a game at a professional level, is that a joke or taken out of context? I don't remember at all when I said it. I'm certainly not saying I didn't say it, because over the years, I've said a lot of dumb shit. No, I cannot pick up any controller and play any game at a professional level with no practice and no effort. That's insanely stupid to say, okay? However, with a lot of practice, a lot of determination, and quite frankly, with help from you guys, the viewers, yes, I can persevere and I can overcome things. And I can beat games that I never thought I would ever be able to beat. And, so yeah, I have no idea. You're asking me to try to remember one quote that I said over my 11 years I've been on the internet, and I'm sure I said it, and it's stupid. I said a lot of dumb shit over the years, all right? That's the thing that I've kind of tried to tell you guys, if anything, the thing I've learned over the past decade. The world is not black and white. The world is not dealt in absolutes. And something someone said at one point does not 100% absolutely represent who they are as a person, because people change and evolve over time. Okay? Just being honest. Okay, continuing on. Kyson cheered and said, I have Street Fighter V, Smash, Tekken 7, and Dragon Ball FighterZ. Which fighter do you think is worth learning to play? Out of all those, either Tekken 7 or Dragon Ball. I would say Street Fighter V is a piece of donkey shit. Smash is good, but to play it at a high level, you really have to nerf the game, meaning all the items and shit have to be turned off. There's all these very strict rules. I'm not saying it's not fun at high levels. I'm just saying it's kind of very different. If you want to really get into games that are going to lead into other things in the future, either the Tekken franchise or this Dragon Ball FighterZ are the way to go. Okay? Vote Democrat cheered 93 bits and says, here's 1 bit for every million PewDiePie subs, road to 100 million. All right. And then I got a $4 troll tip. Thank you for the $4 troll tip, Mr. Troll. Omnipotent Mr. Dr. Profusi cheered and said, sup fam squad. Thank you for the cheer, Omnipotent Dr. Mr. Profusi. Jack Spartacus took me $15 and says, happy B-Day, have fun today and on your trip. Thank you very much, Jack Spartacus. I appreciate that. Nasif just did a 2,388-bit cheer. That is a very large and generous cheer. Thank you very much, Nasif. Let me get you up on the leaderboard as the top cheerer for the day, because indeed now you are. Thank you, thank you. As I said, guys, even though right today, I am looking for tips, because that's going to help me with taxes. Anything else, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. Cheering and subbing is still appreciated. We do have a subs goal we're going for this month. So thank you for anyone who contributes in any way. I know some people, for whatever reason, cannot tip, but they can do other things. Thank you for that, too. Okay? Zebra did a 50-bit cheers. I hope you enjoy your stay in Connecticut. Do you have any plans meeting Kat's parents anytime, too? If and when I ever have any information about that kind of stuff that I feel like sharing, I'll let you know, but that's our own private business. We don't want to talk about Kat's family or anything like that, because we already know the second we do, people will start harassing us and them and everything, so not worth it. Okay? Andy 131 has subscribed for 5 months. Thank you very much, Andy. And he says, happy birthday, Phil. Thank you very much, Andy, for that birthday wish. Thank you. And Android X has resubscribed for 9 straight months. Thank you, Android X, for 9 months of support. Okay. Let's go ahead and check on a few things. First thing I want to do is check on sub count, because now we got a lot of new subs. Let's see if subs have gone up. 536. Yes, subs have definitely gone up. Let's update that. Thank you, guys. I get the feeling over the course of today we will be well on our way to 600 subs and hitting the sub goal for the month. That is not the correct number that I just typed in there. 536. There we go. Also, what I would like to do is take a moment to thank the top cheerers of the week, because it's only today and tomorrow. Remember, I'm not going to be here Sunday, so there's only 2 more days for people to basically get credit for their cheering. Let's go ahead and do that. So shout out to the top cheerers of the week. In 10th place, we've got Uzi Go Hard. In 9th place, Vote Democrat. In 8th place, 10PH. In 7th place, Judicious Echoes. 6th place goes to Straight Cash Homie. 5th place goes to Golden Colts. 4th place goes to Super Blind Man. 3rd place goes to Yoshino Lover. 2nd place goes to Nasif. And 1st place right now goes to Sluggo Jones. Alrighty then, guys. So again, thanks very much, everyone, for the support. I guess what we're going to do, first of all, very supportive pre-stream. Pretty awesome. We haven't even started with gameplay yet. Keep in mind, we got, a good, giant hearty helping of gameplay coming up here for you. At least, 3 to 4 hours of Sekiro, MLB, Modern Warfare Remastered, and, of course, Blackout at the end, and then maybe even an IRL-style segment at the end where I just talk with you guys. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get started, shall we? Thanks for everything, for all the contributions. And again, Please, guys, spread the word of everything I told you on this pre-stream to everyone joining, because I know people will be joining over the course of today. And what's going on? What's Phil doing? What's that tips bar? What's Phil playing? Please answer the questions for them, okay? That way I don't have to keep repeating myself. All right. Oh, Sam Hyde tipped me $5.50. He's a longtime fan from Massachusetts. Thank you very much, Sam, for the tip. Much appreciated. I'm very glad, by the way, I got Streamlabs working. Look how much better the stream looks. All the pop-ups are working nicely. The bar is filling. Everything's good. This is nice. This is nice. By the way, if you guys aren't aware, there's actually another thing I could do eventually to track. I can actually track subs with Streamlabs automatically. And I'm considering doing that. It's a sub tracker. So rather than having current subs there, I can actually have a sub tracker that'll appear on the stream when people sub and stuff. That could be cool too. I didn't look into that yet for today, but maybe moving forward, that could be something I add to the streams, right? And yes, I am aware all of you have been telling me to do Streamlabs for a year. I'm aware of that. It's good. You know, I've now used it for over a week, and I haven't had a crash or anything. It's been working good. So I feel confident moving forward I can continue to use Streamlabs. It's going to improve the quality of my streams. Okay? All right, everyone. Thank you. Let's end the pre-stream. I am going to take a quick bathroom break. That is correct. I'm going to take about a 2-minute bathroom break so that I don't have to stop in the beginning here of Sekiro. And then we're going to begin. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back shortly with the beginning of Sekiro on stream. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in a bit. All right.